Alabama polls getting ready to close in today's runoff election.
All eyes are on who will take on Senator Doug Jones in November. Will it be former Auburn coach Tommy Tuberville or former Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions? We have coverage of the election across the state. WVTM 13's John Papke is in Montgomery watching the Tuberville campaign.
But first, let's go to Mobile, where WVTM 13's Chip Scarborough is watching and waiting with the Sessions campaign.
Yeah, Jeff Sessions and his family are expected to gather in the next couple of hours to watch those results come in. We're at a hotel off Airport Boulevard in Mobile, if you're familiar with the area. Let's take you to some video now of Jeff Sessions voting this morning. He's looking to win back his Senate seat he held from 1997 to 2017. Of course, he left to serve as President Donald Trump's Attorney General. A special election was held, you may remember, after he vacated his Senate seat, which ended up going to Democrat Doug Jones. Sessions has taken his Republican opponent Tommy Tuberville to task on a number of issues in recent days.
My opponent at age 65 never lifted a finger for Donald Trump, never said he was a Republican in the first 65 years of his life, never said he was a conservative. Half the time he didn't even vote. We don't know if he actually voted for Donald Trump or not in the last election.
And Sessions and Trump have been trading jabs in recent days, but as you know, Sessions says he still plans to vote for the president in November anyway. Live in Mobile, Chip Scarborough, WVTM 13.
The former Attorney General taking on a career college football coach, Tommy Tuberville, hoping to ride his political outsider reputation to Washington. WVTM 13's John Papke covering Tuberville's campaign for us live in Montgomery tonight. How's the scene there, John?
Well, Guy, crews are putting the finishing touches on this ballroom inside the Renaissance Hotel in downtown Montgomery. We are required to wear these masks while we're inside and close to anyone else. There's also a number of signs throughout this ballroom encouraging social distancing and a number of hand sanitizer stations as well. We were told by the campaign they will also check everyone's temperatures as they come in tonight when this party kicks off at 7 o'clock. Well, Tuberville and his wife voted at Auburn's Frank Brown Recreation Center around 10 o'clock this morning. The Arkansas native coached college football for nearly 4 decades. His most successful time spent just down the road coaching the Auburn Tigers for 10 years. On March the 3rd, Tuberville edged out Jeff Sessions for a spot in this U.S. Senate runoff, beating the former longtime senator by less than 2% of the vote. After voting this morning, he used a coaching analogy to summarize his campaign up to this point.
I'm confident that we've done about as good as we can do. Been a football coach all my life. I didn't leave anything on the field. I took it all and got rid of it and worked as hard as we could.
Again, we are still about 2 hours away before this ballroom opens up for Tuberville's supporters to walk in here and watch the results roll in. And coming up at 6, you'll hear why the former football coach feels the president decided to endorse him. Live in Montgomery, John Papke, WVTM 13.
We'll know in a matter of hours who will take on Senator Doug Jones in the November election. Of course, that's the big race on the ballot today. WVTM 13's Bria Douglas is live at the Jefferson County Courthouse tonight. And Bria, it's been kind of slow at the polls.
Sherry, I'm told that's partly due to the pandemic, but staff says they're taking all the necessary precautions to ensure everyone's safe when coming to vote. Now, masks aren't mandatory to vote, so by law, you won't be turned away for not wearing one, but staff highly encourages everyone to wear a face covering. They're even providing them for voters who need them. Along with masks, staff has thoroughly cleaned each precinct to ensure you're safe when voting.
The county is taking this very seriously. We have disinfected every single precinct in the county leading up to the election. We've sent lots of personal protection equipment, the wipes, the sprays, the hand sanitizer. So we encourage everyone to vote and wear a face covering, and they really should be okay.
And in Shelby County, I'm also told there haven't been any issues with a 14% turnout expected. Here in Jefferson County, that number is 12 to 14%. Again, you have until 7 o'clock tonight to vote. Live in Birmingham, Bria Douglas, WVTM 13.